Emmanuel, your life. Emmanuel, your life. Emmanuel, you're already live. You can start.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sabi Show. Yeah, today's show, we are talking about event planners edition, and we are going to be talking about event planning. As we all know, for event planner, we know that we need event planning. It's very important. So today we are going to understand, who is the best in event planning. Today's show will educate you. You go know event planning is not easy. Yeah, it go humble you for tonight. But because tonight is not about balloons, we are going to talk about the pressure, the logistics, the people, the risks and money, the emotions that you face whenever you have a big project you want to do for yourself. So, but before you go anywhere, I want us to turn on our notification. Share this event live. Tag an event planner. Tag a bride. Tag a groom. Tag someone that needs an event planner because you might find one from one of our contestants here because I know they are the best for the job and they are going to give us the best. And for Oga Sabi show, it's all about the skills and sense is equal to standard. We're talking about standard. We're talking about the best in the industry of what they are doing. So tonight we are creating a big lie in the society that event planning is just decoration. Event planning is not decoration only because event planning goes a long way in logistics, in planning, in the timing, and how everything is going to sync with each other. So it's all about logistics, crisis management, vendor coordination, client psychology, budget control, and pressure execution. So we all know that it's not about decorating or painting all the backgrounds around. So today we are going to separate planners who manage chaos from planners who create chaos. So I would like our audience to drop comments, vote for the best people around, answer audience questions for shout out, and share our events live. And I hope you're going to enjoy us for today. So quick one, we are going to let our consultants, we are going to let them introduce themselves to the audience and to us. Just let us know what you do, and in just 30 seconds, let us know why you deserve to wear the crown for Gasabi. Over to you, Laquem.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Temitope Oluwafumilayo I'm the creative director of La Creme and Glitz event. Who call me Glitz. I'm an event decorator and a planner.
Lacrim.
I'm passionate about La Creme. And can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Okay, I think we lost Lacrim there.
I can hear you. I can see you. I can hear you. I can
Okay.
see you.
So please, Lacrim, introduce yourself to. Okay.
Yeah, my name is
Please let
Temitope
us know you. Introduce
Adeneko.
yourself in 30 seconds and tell us why you deserve to be the guest.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Baba, Baba, Baba.
We can hear you.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Also,
Yeah, La Cream, we
I
can hear
deserve
you.
to
Over
win
to you.
the
You can
Sabi
go on
Oga
30
challenge
seconds. Just
because
have 30 seconds to introduce yourself. La Cream, we can't hear you again.
I can hear you.
Okay, let's okay. So
I can hear you
in just
very
30
clearly,
seconds,
sir.
just introduce yourself so that we can go on to the next thing. All right, so please introduce yourself to the audience.
I should reintroduce again.
Yes.
Should I do that again, sir? Okay. My name is Temitope Oluwafunmilayo of La Cream. I'm the creative director of La Cream and Glitz event.
Yeah, do that again,
And
please.
I'm
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Do that again.
okay. Okay. I'm passionate about if
Are you there? Okay, Totem, over to you, please. Can you introduce yourself in 30 seconds and make we know why you deserve to wear the crown for tonight?
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Amao
Yeah,
Oluwatobiloba,
good evening.
the creative behind Event by Totem. I am an event planner and I plan events. So I deserve to win the crown or to wear the crown because I am creative and I have, though I have little experience, but I am creative and I can, you know, bring out the beauty, a flawless event for any kind of event. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Creativity is the best thing to have also as an event planner, and I know you give your best. Over to you, Beams. Can you introduce yourself in 30 seconds and tell us why you deserve to wear the crown for tonight?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adwinda Milola, the lead planner for Beam and Bloom Events. And Beam and Bloom Events is a brand that deals with event planning and management, hosting and protocol services, venue styling and decoration, and also we now have a bouncers services. I deserve to win the crown as the planner of this category because aside the passions, it's skills, right? Being an event planner is beyond coordination. It is you being proactive. It is you seeing beyond the client's idea and executing perfect a perfect event that gives the client a lasting memory. And aside you being passionate, you being good, it means like you think ahead of and you're a problem solver. So and I think with all of this quality, I deserve to be the event planner for this category. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Beams. Thank you very much. Beams have told us that being proactive and being creative is the best. So over to you, our audience. I know you can hear those beautiful voices and you can hear from them. So I want us to know that whenever we want to vote for any of our contestants, we need to put hashtag Ogasabi space the name of the people that are voting for. For example, hashtag Ogasabi space totem. So for each of the rounds, we have the opportunity to vote for them. So once we start those rounds, once we start those rounds, we can be able to vote for them, and may the best people win. So we are going to the scenario question number one. Scenario question number one. Client from L. I know we have met a lot of clients that are very difficult, difficult to understand, because sometimes whenever you have a client, you have to understand what they want. You have to sit down and understand what they want. You project what they are saying, then you put that into documentation, then you proceed to plan for them. So who's going to be the first person to go? So our scenario question number one. Our scenario question number one. Can you hear me, Totem?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. So the bride calls you at 11 p.m. the night before the wedding, and she says, "I have changed my mind. I don't like the color team again. Like, it doesn't like the color team that you both agreed. Backdrops already printed. Chairs already rented. Decors already styled. You have already styled the decor. You have done everything. Even for your mind, you don't think say, omo, tomorrow, we go name more projects go come for my side. But e just tell you say, omo, all these things I don change my mind I dreamt that those colors are not the best for me. So the question is, how do you handle this without losing money, without losing respect, or losing your mind? So let us know how you deal with this kind of scenario.
Can I? Are you asking anyone?
Yeah, over to you. Over to you. Yes, I'm done. Over to
Okay.
you. I'm asking you,
Well,
Totem. I just called you.
okay. Well, in that kind of situation,
So how do you handle how do you handle yeah,
in that kind of situation, in event planning, we don't just barge into the event. We have our terms and conditions, and we have our agreements.
okay,
We have our contracts.
okay,
So before we could proceed, that you could agree that I am your event planner, and I want to agree to be your event planner. I will have sent out my terms and conditions, my agreements, because there are so many
okay,
things that could, bring up impromptu. I know, but in the kind of color changing a night before the event, in my agreement, it will have been there that if you are changing anything, it should be like a month to the event. And you as a client, you have signed already. So if there is any changes at all, before you could agree, before you have paid me for my services, you will have, gone through my agreement, gone through my terms and conditions. And in my terms and conditions, I have stated it that any changes, if there's any changes at all, it should be a month before the event or 3 weeks before the event, because you're not dealing with me directly. I have to call the decorator. I have to call those that are doing the table settings. And these are the things, those are the things that cannot be done within a night, because they will have done their proper planning before that. In fact, a day to an event, the decorator is already at the hall doing his own work. Settings, they are doing all those things already. So for that, it is not possible, sir. It is not possible. The client will have known that okay, oh, we have an agreement that if you are changing anything, you change a month or 3 weeks to the event. Thank you. I think with that,
Okay, that's nice. Lacrim, you can go on with your own explanation to the question while your host is joining back.
Okay,
Lacrim, go on with your explanation to
okay,
the question. How will you handle this kind
okay.
of a thing?
Yes, thank you, everyone. Firstly, the question said the bright mother. Number one thing to consider is who gave me the job. So now, if the job comes to me through the bright mother, the first thing I listen to understand what exactly the client wants to change, and if all listed has to be changed, which is realistically impossible within 24 hours, and also very possible within 24 hours, because I'm big on integrity. So flexibility is important. Flexibility is important, but sometimes, but structure protects excellence. So I guide the client to the best possible solution within that time frame, so that we will come together to reach a realistic agreement. So if I'm into that situation, because I've been in situations like that even on the wedding they had to change the picture of the bride to their choice picture, and we're still able to pull it through in like 2 hours. So flexibility is the goal. So my goal is flexibility without sacrificing excellence or structure. So by the time I need to first listen to my client to understand what exactly. Obviously, the client, not, I don't think, don't let me take the question. Obviously, not everything about the event should change. So we have to come in conclusion. So by the time I listen to our side of the story, and I try to be flexible, because even with my invoice, irrespective of whatever terms and conditions that's on my invoice, you have to build that customer relationship. So I'm flexible. So I'm open to flexibility. So we sit together to see where that flexibility comes in. If it's something we can work with, we still have a whole lot of 24 hours. We still have a whole lot of 24 hours to put one or two together to make the event come true. The main goal is my customer satisfaction. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Lakrim, thank you very much for saying that. Then over to you, Beams. What is your take on this?
All
What's
right.
your take on
Thank
this
you
issue? How do you deal
so
with this
much.
kind of customer?
Thank you so much. In event planning, nothing is impossible. And I personally feel that everything is doable, right? It depends on your level of experience and how you handle things. First off, yeah, while meeting with your clients for event planning and management, there's contract drafting and all of that. Yes, I know the contracts that we sent to the client, and it's telling me, please, my planner, I need you. As a certified planner and a venue stylist, it's not much of a big deal to me, right? If you're changing the decor, what are you changing? Are you changing the backdrop? Are you changing the pictorial settings? Are you changing the trousers? Are you changing the ceiling installation? Are you changing the table setting? You need to tell me where you're changing, right? It's not like I'll probably, let's assume I have a color. The client tells me, okay, I'm using cream and purple, and we are using like drapings. And you just tell me, oh, Beam, I can't use color purple for my drapings. I think I want to do lemon. It is doable, right? Getting another fabrics, yeah, it's quite, it might be just, you might just be like, okay, angry or tense at the moment, overwhelmed. That's the best word to use, overwhelmed at the moment. But it's doable. Pulling that up and like, okay, that's not a problem. You want me to change the fabric from purple to lemon. It is doable. The next thing, I probably, because I am a venue studies, I'm a decorator, it's not much of a big deal. Call my team. That is why, as a planner, you think you are proactive. You are 2 step or 5 step ahead of your clients. Clients can come and tell you this day that, hello, I don't want this. A bride will tell you on the wedding day that she doesn't like a bouquet, that she wants another bouquet, and you need to come through, right? That gives you integrity. That makes you a professional. And I think the clients do not remember the decors and all. They remember how you come through for them, how you're able to solve the problem at the moment, right? In a nutshell, event planners are problem solvers. So that should not be a problem. In all of these I've listed in the decor, we need to change. If you want me to change your backdrop to an art setting, of course, it's not a problem. It is doable. So for me, in such situation, I might be a bit overwhelmed and tense, but it is doable because of the retention of the customers and the referrals,
Thank you.
because the clients will know me as a problem solver. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Beams. Thank you very much. As we all know, say event planning is not pretty. It is pressure. It is pressure. And for me, as I am here, I've learned something that for every event planning, if you are planning for an event, you guys book do contracts, sign contracts. Say if you want change something, change the changing period can only be a month or you get and all that. So like we have said on this show, we are here to learn a lot in events planning because let me tell you, when it comes to event planning, we have difficult clients, and for your clients they will tell you nothing is
Yes.
impossible. So
Mm.
thank you for giving us your
Mm.
beats on this. For our
That is why we
audience,
have
you
to
don't
make it
hear
possible.
from Beams, you don't hear from Totem, you don't hear from Lacrim. You can vote for any of your choice. Hashtag Oga Sabi space your contestant of your choice. So vote for them. For the scenario two, I'm going to start from Lacrim. Scenario two. So we are talking about what mostly happens in an event. Sometimes I dey talk with my sister one of these days. They tell me say, for my event, I only want invites per guest. But we all know say sometimes when you do invitation and when you call guests, you go see crowd way much pass wetin you plan. So for this scenario question, we are talking about a client paid for 200 guests. So on the event day, 380 people showed up and food is finishing, chair, everything is filled up. Then client now beg you, they cry for your leg, say, I beg, please let me manage this because she feels that you are the only alpha and omega that you can solve the problem. So my question is, do you embarrass them or maybe shout at them like, this is what I planned for. I did not plan for this for myself. Or do you over deliver, show that you have some kind of plan at your for your side that say you planned for this already? Or do you upsell, tell your client say, omo na 5 million you pay me for this event too, shey you go add 750 join? Or do you just shut down, tell them say no be your own problem, make you go solve your own problem, you have delivered what you are paid? So how do you attack this kind of situation,
Your
Lacrim?
network is breaking, sir.
So which of the question didn't you hear? Did you hear the scenario question? Sorry.
No, sir. No, sir. Your network breaks, sir.
Okay, all right. So we say clients paid for 200 guests, but
Okay.
at the event we met 380 people showed up for the event, and every resources that you planned for is already finishing. So how do you solve that problem? Do you embarrass the client? Do you over deliver yourself? Or do you upsell? Tell the client say, you go pay 750 more, join. Or you just shut down, tell the client say, there's nothing concerning you, I have delivered and it's left for you to solve your problem. So how do you solve that kind of problem?
Well, first thing is I still, when there is a problem at an event, I still calm and I focus on solution. I immediately in situations like that, I immediately assess what can be adjusted. If we were serving with 2 protein before, we have to change that protein to 1. If we were doing 3 scoop of rice before, we have to change it to 2, because the situations at hand is beyond us, and we have to manage it. So, and we have to adjust the seating, the space flow, and service points. Then we work with the venue and vendors, because like we said, even for the fact that we believe that there's nothing that's impossible, there are some things that are still impossible. And if by that time, because the cost implication, obviously the client does not want to pay the cost implication, and we are meant to do with what we have. So then we work with the venue and vendors to rearrange discreetly. So if we rearrange discreetly. Meaning if we're doing 3 scoop before, we now start to do 2. 2 protein now will turn to 1. So by that time we are doing that. So we have a bit of excess of this and excess of that. I hope you understand. Then I implement contingency
Yeah.
plans. Like you have to implement a solid contingency plans, so that we can use that to communicate only what necessary to the clients. Because at that time, clients are funny. They will leave you to be the alpha and omega of the excesses, and you have to work with that. So if we were using champagne bowl before, at this time we will have to cancel the champagne bowl and start serving by serving each guests. We won't be using that. So we have to plan, we have to make use of what is at hand, so that we'll be able to fill up the excesses. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much on that answer. Over to you, Beams. How do you solve that kind of issue? Do you embarrass them? Do
Thank
you over deliver? Do you upsell? Or do you shut them down? How do you attack this
Definitely.
kind of situation?
Definitely no, not at all. My clients are kings and queens. For you, trusting me with your job means you think I'm capable. You think I'm the best person to undo your project. That is why you're entrusting that with me. First of all, right, I personally, based on experience, right, that is what I say that for event planning, right, it is beyond passion, it is skills. When you don't have the skills, you do not have it. It is either you have it and you know what you're into, what you're game for. First of all, I personally like when you give an event that I try, let's assume you're doing a birthday of 50 people, right? And for the vendor sourcing and the planning, I genuinely tell you, my vendors like my caterer is like, okay, can you do 60? Obviously, I'm very sure that regardless of whatever style you want to use, and any style, like people coming per head and all of it, people will be more than 50. There is no how. If you're telling me an event is for 10 people, trust me, they are always extras. There are always additional plus one. So you need to think ahead of that. And I talked to my caterers, like, if I'm expecting a guest of 200, we agreed on 200. Best believe that I'm doing 250. I'm not going to tell my other people 200. I would not do the exact number, that is sure, because I know there are going to be extras. And if I'm doing for 200, the client tells me 200, and I'm telling my vendors, be it for drinks, be it for the small chops, desserts, and everything, 200. I'm sure it's for 250. And because these are the vendors you use on daily basis, there's a way they do with the morning, with the cost, and it's still within the budget of your client, right? And for if I'm paying an extra 50, that means 380 minus 50. I'm having like some numbers left is at the time I need to use my brain and step into the game and talk to the caterers. We've done for 200. Okay, but let me say we did 50
Okay.
extra, 250, and we have 380 guests. What do we do? Then I step in and we will reduce the portioning. The portioning has to reduce, right? The client might say, I want everybody to have a mala, and I want everybody to have rice, and I want everybody to have a saro, and that's portage. And in that case, they will step in. Not everyone will have the three-course meal. That is how to just go with that. We are not going to have the three-course meal. You're not going to have the probably the client wanted the rice, amala, and asari. Then I know have to come in like caterer. We will not do the three-course meal. Let's just reduce the portioning. Some are going to have the amala, some are going to have the rice, and some are going to have the pottage. And it's still going to go around for the 3 people guests. Because whatever goes wrong, it's not on the client, right? It's on the planner, right? So I think that is how Oluwadamlola of Beam would handle it. We'll reduce the portioning so that it goes around for the
Thank you. Thank
380
you very
guests.
much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. much. Over to you, Totem. How do you attack this kind of situation?
In that kind of
What do you do to this kind of situation? Over to you.
in that kind of situation, I could remember that I had a client in some months ago, and she was like, "My guest is just 200." I said 200. There's no problem. And when I met with the client, I told her, I said, we cannot plan for 200 guests. Let's plan for 400. And fair enough, my client was able to know to listen to me, and we go ahead and we planned for 400. Well, one thing I did, I told um my caterer, my vendors, that we are planning for 400, but you don't bring, as a caterer, you don't bring 400 um portion of food when you are coming to the event, to an event. They plan ahead too. So we have like, the caterer told me, okay, told them, don't worry, we have like 30. And the long run, I was looking at the how the event was going, and I had to call the my client again. We have to go for a backup plan. A backup plan for an event is very important. We went for a backup
Of
plan.
course.
Thank God for the
Obviously.
backup plan. It really helped us, because at the end of the day, we have like 500 guests in that event, and we were able to manage with the event manager, the all manager, rather. We were able to manage the setting, the table, because we don't want our guests to come in and sit under the sun. So we were able to maneuver it. Then there's something I did during I made sure that, like, that Chinese rice, it was penned to some time. We told them that they should not serve everything at once, because my clients were like, we are
Set
serving
up
all the
people.
food at once. So I told my vendor that you are not serving this food now. We are still waiting. It got to some extent that the vendor for the main course was not really having enough. So we had to bring out our backup plan, another caterer that is coming in, that brought another, food. We have to bring our backup, so that we could serve a lot. And thank God, God took all the glory, and the event was, well, went well. The thing is, I can't shout on my clients. I can't. The solution is to be, we just have to find a solution to every challenges that we are facing as an event planner. That day I was like telling my clients, don't even bother yourself, we will sort it out. And God helped us. So there's no need to shout on the
Thank
client.
you.
It's just for you to, step on the game and know what to
Okay.
do. Talk with your vendors, and things will go on well.
Thank
Thank
you very much. Thank you very much. As they see my contestants to they perform well, because all these things where they talk in a top notch. All these things where they ask you, I don't feel them before. I can remember say my sister do wedding. Eh? Hmm. If I tell you wetin happen, we no go leave here. We go spend like 2 hours for here. We go explain am wella. So I understand that being an event planner is not an easy job for you, and you have to think outside the box to solve issues. Even you have to advise your clients. Some clients have not even done an event before. They don't know an event is. They just tell you a pictorial thing of what they want. I want this, I want that, I want this. You are the one to tell them, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's supposed to be done. Emergency exit route and all that. So thank you very much. I can see you are giving your best to it. So for those voting, you can keep on voting for your contestants. Sabi #Sabi Oga space then the name of the person you are rooting for, because I know we have the best hands here. So for event planner, they tell event planner say, if you never cry for an event before, you never plan, no, you never see one for issue. So we are going to go into another scenario, and I can see that your people are rooting for you guys very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we are going to go to another scenario again, and this is a very important aspect. And we are going to go for totem first. So we are talking about vendors that you use for your event. We use for event planning. You use a lot of vendors. Use DJs. Use MC. Even the singer for the event. We have some event planner that they plan for it for their clients. So how do you deal with your MC being late for the event, or your DJ is stuck in the traffic, or your caterers gas maybe finishes, or bride is crying, or yeah, you ladies now, you know how it is now. You just start to cry. What do you mean? My head is swelling. My head is swelling. So how do you deal with all these how do you show you are in control? So in 5 minutes, so my question is, what is your 5 minute emergency plan for this kind of situation? Totem.
Okay, thank you. One thing I want to say
Totem,
is,
over to you. Yeah.
yeah, one thing I want to
What's your
say is
five
that
minutes emergency plan?
as an event planner, you have to be emotionally stable.
Yeah.
You have to be emotionally stable. I've been in an event, I coordinated for the person, and the MC did not show up at all. Though the clients, brought those the MC on board. So the MC did not show up at all. We had to quickly switch and get a backup plan for the event. The MC came late. We had a backup plan, and that day, no, in fact, nobody. In fact, the client really enjoyed the person that we brought on board. We didn't even see any flaw. So we have a backup plan for my music. For the music,
Okay.
I could remember that if I'm planning an event, I used to give all my coordinators. I give them, what to do. The vendors, they are to what is it called now? The vendors that they are to check on. I gave them their numbers. I
Yeah.
have never seen
Okay.
most of my vendors. I called them. In fact, most of them, they would tell me, "Okay, what is it now?" So tell them, "Hope we are okay. We are coming." So I've not. The only issue scenario I've experienced is that of the MC that did not show up at all. But thank God we have a backup plan for MC already. That and the person cover up. Also, I had a vendor that disappointed on small chops. On small chops. So we had to have a backup. I have a backup plan that we call
Okay.
on board, and the person also showed up. So as an event planner, you have to be emotionally stable. As your bride is crying, you don't cry with the bride.
Okay.
Calm the bride down. Calm her down. Because at times, thinking of going to where she does not
Okay.
even know,
Yeah.
the family that she has not experienced know before, it's another thing. A bride can cry on her wedding day, but as an event planner, you calm them down. I have a bridal assistant that is always there with the bride, so that if she would anything she needs, the bridal
Yeah.
assistant will be
Thank you
there
very much.
to carry on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
You're
much,
welcome.
Totem. Totem have made God understand that we have to have a backup plan for anything you are doing as an event planner. So over to you, Lacreen. What do you do to this kind of situation? DJ is late, some set of food are not ready. What do you do? What do you do, like Give it to us. What do you do?
Can't hear the host again.
Can you hear me? I said, what do you do if the MC is late, DJ is stuck in a
The host
traffic?
is
Most of the
breaking.
major things you need for your event, are not ready. Can you hear me? Hello,
I can hear you.
Beam. Okay, you can hear me.
Yes, please, I'm
Lakrim, can
here.
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yes,
Yes, I
sir.
can hear you.
Okay, okay, over to you, Beams. What do you do in this kind of situation?
Thank you so much for everything. There's always a plan A, plan B, plan C. In short, there's always plan B and C on ground because vendors can they can fuck you up, right? I personally have not had the experience of probably the MC or DJ not coming, not showing up, right? I think the only basic thing I think I've actually encountered that almost drove me mad was like a J not working on the day of the event, right? But so for the DJ, right, and not come. Okay, this is how I work, right? I started having vendors meeting. I have vendors meeting like even like 2, 3 times before the event, and there is a group chat for them. Like I write the things I want them to do, and there are coordinators. Aside being an event planner, an event planner cannot do it alone. It means the event planner has coordinators. Like you can have like 5 or 3 coordinators depending on the event, be it a corporate or social, and the number of guests involved, right? So I have my coordinators. My coordinators is for the ushers and the protocols. I have someone handling it. For the people for the music and DJ, I have someone, and I mean an effective person. Emphasis on effective person, someone who is smart, proactive, and I know can deliver, who is monitoring them. And if he's out of town, I kid you not, my vendors are on ground. Like if I'm going out of town, if it's not in Ibadan, trust me, we are together. We're lodging. The logistics is always on us. So they are a day before. So there's no way you're going to fuck me up on that day. I start crying or I won't do that. I won't do that. So there are proper plans made, and these are the vendors I've been working with. Except for some times when probably the client or the bride asks you for some certain people, like being a makeup artist, the bride or the client can ask you that I want to so person. I'm bringing my own vendor, right? Which is not someone you've worked with, but you have to be on the agree with that person and have a meeting. Like, please, I do not want you to fuck me up. These rules and regulations, attention completion, so that the person
Thank
would
you.
not
Thank you very
mess you up.
much.
I will not mess your work up.
Thank you very Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Beams. Over to you, Lakrim. What do you do in a situation where you have one of your vendors fucking up, maybe a DJ, maybe an MC, or maybe it can be the lightning, it can be anything. So what do you do in this kind of situation? Over to you, Lakrim.
Well, in situations like this, it depends on who is fucking up. But irrespective of who is fucking up, I immediately activate my emergency protocol. First, I confirm the communication to rule out delays. So if at the end of the day there's still delay, if there's no response, then I have to contact my prevented backup. That is in cases for MCs and DJs. That is why we have communities. I'm sure that by the time I type in my community, I need a DJ, MC, now, around so, something will come up. And when it comes to food, one thing is I have to discuss the cost implication with my clients. Immediately we are done and we agree on the cost implication. So instantly they will shift to action. While that's in motion, I stabilize the event. We have the play background music from an existing playlist. Then we have to adjust the program flow. So for catering, I coordinate with the venue or any nearby trusted vendors to provide at least light refreshment to keep my guests calm until we're able to get the caterer. If at the end of the day we couldn't get the caterer, definitely we know that we are going to opt for the backup plan of entry and entry, and we have to come to the cost implication with my clients. So in this case, at least we stabilize the event and make the event seamless. So Then after that, then we upgrade once the backup arrives. Once it at least it will still arrive. The situation is not that it arrives late. The goal is to protect the guest experience and keep the event seamless. So I have to first thing opt for the next available solution around me. It won't be, and again, all things being equal, it won't be that bad that four vendors will not deliver. So the first thing is just to stay calm. My bride crying, you have to calm your bride. That don't worry, your guests will eat. In fact, as I'm talking to you, they are eating, even when I haven't gotten something to give them. But she knows that I'll get something to give them. So I know I'll just tell, go and send somebody they are eating, even when they are not eating. Send somebody is
Thank you.
your bride has to be confident. She are confident in you. So I have to be her first confidant. So I'll just tell her, don't worry, everything is fine. This is your day. Just smile. Everything is in control. So we'll sort out the cost implication. Then I offer my emergency backup. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now this what we call it, now this scenario we are seeing how best you are making, you are actually dealing with your clients, and it shows that you're on top of the job. For our audience, you can keep voting. You can keep voting for your choice. Sabi Oga, then the name of the people you are going for. You can keep voting. You can also follow our page on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Sabi Oga. You can follow us for updates and for the next thing we are going to see. So for our next scenario, we were talking about clients. We are talking about clients that change their mind all the time. You don't see clients where you go don't tell this thing, but within like 2 minutes, you go just change your mind and say, you go send you message, I'm changing this again, of which you have agreed. So we want to know, how do you manage these clients without losing the contracts? How do you maintain your sanity or reputation? How do you deal with clients that obviously change their mind all the time? They are not fixed in dealing with issues. So we are going to answer that in 1 minute. Over to you, Beams. How do you deal with clients that change their mind all the time in 1 minute? Just ride us through.
Thank you so much for this question, right? For someone that had worked in the corporate
Yeah.
sector for like 6 years plus, right? So you have a lot of these people, like they are your day-to-day things. These are what you experience on a daily basis, right? You see customers coming into the bank, and someone is telling you this, someone is telling you that. So to me, it's a normal thing personally. So because of the knowledge of the corporate organization, of the corporate world, so those are one of the things that I applied in my business as a brand. A customer is complaining every now and then, right? I know customers are kings and queens, and you are trusting me. That is why you're coming to me via social media or a referral or something. I try to be calm. I don't even have a choice than to be calm, because I'm collecting your money. You're paying for my services, right? I will just be calm and we'll talk it through. But one thing is that I allow these clients, such difficult people, to talk, and you let them express themselves whichever way they want to express. The only thing for you that you just have to be calm. You have to maintain your sanity. You allow them to do whatever. Then you can, after all of them, then you can sit them down. Oh, sir, we actually agreed, or probably let me use decoration, venue styling as an example. Probably after the consultation and all of it, you agreed on a particular mood board. You've done a mood board for a client, and you've actually agreed on a particular theme, right? If the client is doing like a 10th birthday for our twins, kids, and he said, okay, we want a Barbie doll inspiration decor. You've actually done the mood board. You said, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. And tomorrow the person is telling you, the client is telling you that, oh, no, 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 I don't want a Barbie doll, this. I want something else. I want SpongeBob characters for my kids. Okay, ma'am, we'll get it done. And he's coming for the third time again and telling you that, oh, I do not want this, I want something else. So regardless of it, because they are your client, you do not have a choice. you need to deal with them, you listen to them and you talk them through.
Thank you
All
very
I need to
much.
be, all I have to do is just for me to be calm in such situations and talk through with the
Thank
clients
you
and
very
probably
much.
advise them.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Beams told us that he's going to advise his or her customer the best way to do the dealings because she has had experience with difficult customers in her own professional way. So over to you, Lacrim. How do you deal with difficult customers like this, sending you a lot of changes, do this, do that, and how do you deal with this kind of customers? How do you
Yeah,
manage the
well,
customer without losing the contract? Lacrim,
yeah, well, I handle clients who
in
change
1 minute
plans
to two.
frequently. Yes, I handle clients who change plans frequently by staying flexible
Yeah,
but structured. So I have to document every change, communicate clearly,
yeah,
every change. So we communicate it clearly about its impact, about their budget, the timeline, and execution, and professionally guide such clients on what the impact is on the event. So I always keep the client vision at the center while protecting the quality and the flow of the event. So calm communication and clear boundaries keep the process very smooth for me. And I make sure that I'm not tired. I make sure I document it and forward it back to my clients to be sure that was this what you said now? But the goal is still my customer satisfaction. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was brief and that was detailed. Thank you very much. Over to you, Totem. How do you handle this kind of situation? Difficult customer, not
So
easy to understand, changes in
I
our
can
mind
say,
all the time.
so I have, aside event planning, I have other businesses I'm running to. So I can say even
Okay.
in businesses, there's no way your clients won't change their minds. You know, they you have some clients that even if they see one color today, they will tell you I want this color. The next tomorrow, they will tell you they are changing their minds. The thing is, as an event planner, you have to have a listening, have to create your listening skills. You listen to
Okay,
your
I'm
customer
not going to my journal.
and you document everything that you. That's why most of the time I don't really like talking to my customer if we are not yet concluded on phone, because you know at times some clients might come back and tell you, I didn't say that. Do you get? And when we don't have any recording, but if we chat one on one, you know, I can still screenshot your chat to you, and this is what you say you want. And at the end of the day, maybe some months to the event, I go back to our chats, you know, for clarity. You know, they might have changed a lot of things, but I go back to the client to our chat for clarity, and I plan all those back and forth things. I write everything down. I listen to their complaint. I listen to their whatever they are changing, and you know, at the end of the day, we go back again. Okay, Ma, what do you want now? How do you want us to go about this? And wherever I am supposed to, you know, to advise them, I advise. And sometimes clients, you know, they go with your advice, depending on you that you are a professional and you are good at what you are doing. So for me, I listen to my clients. My listening skills will be
Yeah.
activated.
Thank you.
Then at the end of the day, you know, I advise them. Then go back to our chats to tell them their conclusion. Which one are you concluding on? Which one are we, you know, moving forward? As in which one are we concluding on? So with that, I think there won't be any issue, because I've never raised my voice on my clients. Most of the time, I talk to them. You know, even when you are, you know, there are, you know, at times they will tell you, you are too, you are too respectful. That is how I deal with my clients. You know, we listen to them, let them, you know, hear them out. No matter how many times they are changing their plan or what they want, listen to them, and at the end of the day, let them realize. Go back to your chat. This is what you have picked, and this is what we are going for. Then they will give you the final response. Then you go ahead with
Thank
them.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you very much. Let's keep voting for let's keep voting for Oga, Sabi Oga contestants. We can vote for the best people on ground. Sabi Oga space the name of the contestants. As we all know that we celebrate excellence, we celebrate the best, and we all can see that our contestants are the best on the show with a lot of experience, with a lot of various way they deal with their businesses.
Another
We can see that we are
10
talking to
minutes.
the best in town. So finally,
Another
we are
10
going to
minutes.
look at the the last question for our contestants, and we are going to be talking how about contract terms and how you do with it.
It is not
So
something.
for the fifth question, you are about to win the contract to decorate all the stadiums in Nigeria for October 1st Independence, and you need to talk to your business in 1 minute to finally win the contract. Like you are pitching yourself. I know you all understand what pitching a business is. So pitching why you are pitching your business in 1 minute, how do you pitch your business to be able to win the contract? When
Well, please give me
you are
five
giving the
minutes. I
contract to
can.
decorate your stadium, you're not the only one they are going to be calling upon. And how do you manage
They
that
are
your time? What do you say to them to get the job?
Imagine.
Over to you, Totem.
No, but just give me 5 minutes more.
Totem, are you here? Yes, sir. Lakrim, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how do you pitch your business in 1 minute if you're about to win a big contract? Let's say you're about to win a contract to decorate the whole stadium in Nigeria. How do how do you pitch your business in 1 minute to be able to get the contract? In 1 minute. What do you say in 1 minute
Well,
to get the notch ahead of others?
yes, firstly, I will say, yeah, good day. My name is Glitz, and I'm the creative director of the Cream and Glitz event. And I'm here to bring a world-class transformation to your stadiums. I specialize in creating experiences that leave a lasting impression, where we blend elegance, creativity, and functionality in every design. So when I decorate, I don't just put flowers together, I don't just put things together. From grand entrance acts that welcome our guests with the air of the beauty of the stadium, and to every angle, we have this immersive thematic element that make every corner Instagram worthy, and every scent is and it's oh God, I can't hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
And I
I can
ensure
hear
that
you. Please
every
go on. Go on,
detail
Lakrim.
and I ensure that every detail is intentional. Thank you.
All right, over to you, Beams.
Can you hear me? I should come back again.
I
Will
do
I
want
start
you
again?
to.
No, we can hear. No, you're okay. Over to you, Dalton. How do you pitch your business in one
I
minute
can't hear.
and get a
Fine.
nudge ahead others? How do you pitch your business in 1 minute? Can you hear me? Dalton, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Please, I didn't listen to you. Say it again. Hello.
Lakrim, you can hear me, right?
Come, have you finished class?
Totem, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. We have you back. Welcome back. So, how do you pitch your business in 1 minute? You're about to decorate the whole stadium in Nigeria. So, how do you pitch your business in 1 minute? To how do you make yourself distinct out of others? How do you pitch your business? Let us know. Over to you.
The thing is, I will should as I'm not a decorator, I'm an event planner, but I can still get that. I
Yeah.
ought to understand my market.
Can I do my pitch again?
What
Please
I think the
go
network
ahead. Go
blocked me
ahead.
out. Okay, so good day. My name is Glitz, the
No,
creative director of La Cream and Glitz Events.
sorry, Lacrim, hold on. Totem is
okay.
actually
Oh,
presenting
okay.
herself already. So after she does that, over to you. Sorry. So over to
Okay.
you, Totem.
Okay. The first thing is I introduce my business. That's the event planning. We have my name is Amaola Tobloba, the CEO of Event by Totem. We deal with integrity and we plan, we execute and exceed our expectation. Then the next thing is to know what they to understand my market, what they really want, and to present my budget for a stadium. Presenting my budget, let them know what we are into, and through the budget, we will know if what they really want and the customer desire. I know their value. I work towards their value, which is very important. So after introducing my business, I introduce the budget to decorate the whole stadium and the desire, to know the desire, what my clients really want, then go ahead with it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Totem. Lacrim, we can have you now.
Oh, okay. Thank you. On having my page, the first thing I have to introduce
I guess
myself and my
Lacrim
brand.
is still trying to come back.
She's
I'm here. I
talking.
can hear you, sir.
Yeah, can you go
I
ahead?
can hear you.
Yeah, I can go ahead now.
Yes, I said the first thing is I have to introduce myself and my brand.
So over to
And my
you.
name is.
Yeah.
I have to introduce myself and my brand and the experiences I'm going to give and the
Okay.
measures of
Yeah.
my
How
contract.
do-
So I start with my name is Glit Event,
Okay.
the creative director of La Cream and Glit. I don't just decorate spaces. So I have to present what I do. Then I go on by saying I create experiences. I understand the large scale venues like stadiums, from crowd flow and safety to lighting and visual impact. I would present what I'm doing, which means I will transform the stadium into a world-class event destination that delivers both beauty and functionality. Then I present a light contract agreement where and looking at my judges to tell them I'm not just ready for this contract, I'm ready to set a new standard. I'm ready to set a new standard. This is my few seconds speech.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope we are able to enjoy our contestants on this show, and this is the last question for them, which they've answered already. So for our audience, we have some questions for you. Also, you'll be able to win um some of the tokens from Sabi Oga. So for our fastest finger, there is a question for our audience. So what should be agreed before any events planning? So A, only dates, B, only budgets, C, scope. What should be agreed? So those questions are for our audience. What should be agreed before any audience planning starts?
Please.
Only dates, only budgets, scope budgets, timeline or expectation, the prayer.
Hello, host.
So
Please,
you
can you
can
hear
answer.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just hold on. Can
Host,
hear you.
host, please, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Beams. We can hear you.
Oh,
We can hear you. Welcome back. We're
hello,
actually
host,
talking to the
please,
audience
can
at
you
the
hear
moment.
me? My lights went off. I'm here to make my pitch.
We can hear you,
Yes, we
Beams.
can
We
hear
can hear
you,
you.
ma.
Hello, host. This one.
I think
We can hear you, ma.
Beams is actually having. Uh, so for the question for the audience, what should be agreed before any events planning? So A, only dates. B, only budgets. C, scope, budget, timeline, expectation. D, prayer. So for our audience online, fastest finger wins the answer. For question number two, what event makes an event planner successful long term? A, connections only. B, artistics only. C, structure, system, people skills. And D, vibe. Second question, what makes an event planner successful on a long term? A, connection only. B, artistics only. C, structure plus system plus people skill. D, vibes. If you know the answer, you can answer the question for number two. For number three, who is responsible when an event fails? Who is responsible? Is it the client? A. B, is it the planner? C, is it the vendor? D, is it the system? Who is responsible when an event failed? Is it the client, the planner, the vendor, or the system? Is it so? Our audience, we want you to answer the question. So, for our audience, let me clearly say that event planning is not all about decoration. It's not all about vibes. It's not about what you just feel like. Uh, this is just what it is. We can now see that event planning it goes a long way on its own. It deals with it
Hello,
deals with
host,
a
please.
system.
I'm here to do my 1 minute speech, sir. I'm so sorry. The lights went
Beams,
off.
you can sorry, Beams, you can just hold on. Sorry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So we can see that event planning is all about it acts in structure. It deals with leadership. We've talked about a lot of things, a lot of scenario. We can see that our contestants they did justice to these questions. So the thing is, if you don't like pressure, don't be a planner because if you want to be a planner, you face pressure because in anything that you plan, you always have a surprise object that comes, will come to your face, say, this thing shocked me. I don't even think say this kind of thing will happen. So if you don't like people, don't be a planner. So if you don't like
Yes.
people, don't be a planner because um if you don't like people, how are you going to be a planner? Because we are all different characters and all that. If you don't like responsibilities, don't be a planner because there are some responsibilities that are not even yours that you even need to just shoulder it and give yourself give yourself into it and say, okay, I'm going to show forth and assist this person. So I know for my of our audience, you have learned that event planning goes a long way other than just goes a long way other than other than just thinking out of the box. For the winners or for the audience, for the fastest finger is going to be shared on live. We are going to see this and the fastest fingers, the person that got our question correctly are going to post them online. Then our top fan also will be appreciated online. Thank you very much. And for our next event coming, we are going to be showcasing nail technicians. So you can invite an artisan wey sabi that can join the show, and also follow our show, also follow our page for the next event that's going to come on. So here on Oga Sabi, we support grassroots talents, raw skills. We support professionalism also. So if they believe in us, in SME development, youth empowerment, creative economic growth, and nation building, we would like you to partner with us. We sponsor excellence and we support standards. So once event planner, for instance, once we employ people, we're able to know the best thing an event planner can do, and we could see that as an audience, we have actually understood and knew a lot. Me myself here, I've learned a lot from from our contestants here. I've learned a lot. If I had known a lot of things for this place now, I no go suffer for like 5 years ago where I suffer for that event where they talk about. So you can see that we have learned a lot on the show. So as you all know that audience voting has closed already. Audience voting has closed already. Audience voting has closed already. So for our YouTube audience winner, we have Amule Jaro Land 4899. For our YouTube audience winner, we have Amule Jaro Land 489. Congratulations to you. For our Instagram winner, we have Adarunke and Siwa Titilope. You can kindly send us a DM for you to win your cash prize, for you to get a token from us, for you to get a token from us. Make sure you chat us so that we can reach out to you back. You can get your details and celebrate you. Thank you for what you've been doing. So Amule Yaro Land 4899, send us this DM. Then Adarunke and Tiwa Tilope also send us a DM. So for Facebook, we have Oluwakemi Okade is our active audience on Facebook. Oluwakemi, our active audience on Facebook. So thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting Sabi Oga. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for believing in all our contestants. We all know that our contestants are all elegant, sharp, and experienced people. As we all know that our contestants are all sharp and good people. So in some few minutes, we are going to be declaring the winner. We are going to be declaring the winner in some few minutes. And I want my contestants, I want you to know that you are the best. You are the best in everything you do. To the audience, congratulations to all the audience that won a token from us. We say we are the best. Our contestants also, we are the best. So today's winner, who is going to be today's winner? Who is going to go with the cash prize of 100,000 naira? who is the Oga Sabi? Who is the Sabi Oga for today's event? Who is the Sabi Oga for today's event? Who is the Sabi Oga for today's event? You might guess right, you might guess wrong. So who is going to go with the winning prize for tonight? Who's going to go for the winning prize tonight? I want to appreciate all of our contestants. I want to tell you that even after this show, you are the best. I can also almost always reach out to any of you if I have any events to project to you. And I also know that the audience are also looking at you for any event. For any event that maybe they feel you are the best, they can also call you upon, to partner with you, because I really enjoy I enjoyed your experience, the way you explained how you solve your issues. It's the best so far. So as we are running off for the show, in a few minutes we are going to declare the winner. So in a few minutes, I want each of the contestants to tell us what this show has done for you tonight. Totem, what has this show done for you tonight? And how do you, what other dimension have you learned from this show?
Wow. What this show has done for me
So how,
tonight.
and how will you feel? And how will you feel? And how will you feel as a winner or not a winner of the show? Just tell me, how are you going to feel?
Okay. What this show has what I've learned on this show tonight is that in event planning, experience cannot be overemphasized. Experience, your skill, and your creativity, then your professionalism cannot be overemphasized. Also, if I am the winner, if God says I am the winner, I'll be happy. And if I'm not too at the same time, I'll be happy for the winner.
Thank you very much. I like you being positive, and you to also summing up the courage to tell us how you feel. So to you, Lacream, tell us what has this show done for you tonight, and how will you feel if you are the winner, and how will you feel if you are not the winner of this show? Because for me, all of you are winners, because I really enjoyed the way you display your experience on how you're handling issues. So to you, Lacream, how do you what can you tell us about this show? What has this show actually done for you tonight? Just for tonight, and how you feel if you are the winner of the show, or if you are not. Over to you.
Pay more attention. I learned that I should pay more attention to the theoretical part of event planning as much as I take attention to the field part, to the field work of event planning. And if I'm the winner, yeah, it's fine. And if I'm not, I'm already a winner. Whoever
Yeah, yeah,
wins,
yeah, yeah.
just tell me to send
That's
us
good.
that, of course. And if I win too, of course, I'm sharing with my teammates. You're already my teammates anyway. Thank you.
So I hope you guys. I like what you said. I hope you guys can also follow each other. For example, you might have a big project like we were joking about a big all stadiums in Nigeria. And I bet you cannot only do all stadiums in Nigeria. You have to partner with a lot of event planners, so that you can both do the big project together. So you can all follow yourself also, follow yourself also to 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 gain more experience with each other and also do works together.
Collaborate.
So over to you, Beams. What are this show? What have you learned on this show so far as you've joined today? And how will you feel if you are the winner of the show, or how do you feel if you are not the winner of the show? So let us know. Over to you, please.
Thank you so much. Like I feel so blessed and honored to be in the competition with highly intelligent women. Like my fellow contestants are very, very intelligent, and you can see that they are well experienced, like they are well groomed in the event planning industry. And it's actually my honor to be doing this competition alongside with them. Trust me, like I'm going to follow both of them asap because right they are such amazing and they were so intelligent because the way they answered the questions, and I was even picking some points and learning from them as well. And if I'm the winner, of course I'll be happy, and if I'm not the winner, of course I'll be happy. But I'm sure like I was able to share a category with amazing intelligence women, yes, that are experienced in that field. So it's
Uh,
really really my pleasure.
uh, uh, uh. So Beam said she really enjoyed your complaint that okay that she was able to share stage with one of the most intelligent people, and she's going to connect with you and we'll talk further. She said she has learned enough a lot from our contestants, and she's very appreciative that she learned a lot from you. Like I learned a lot from you also, like I said. So, like I said, all of you are winners and you are the best on the show so far. I've in answering of your question, you guys are the best. They give me correct answers. Like the way you're answering those questions, I just dey feel say that time where my sister do wedding. You see, say I dey talk about my sister wey do wedding. I wear white for that day. My white turn to brown. So if to say I have event planners like you, if I have event planners like you, I would have I would have just stayed down, be looking at how everything was going. But we actually don't have the kind of we actually don't have that kind of opportunity at that time. So we are going to be announcing today's winner. So today's winner for the show, as you all know that our audience keep voting for all of you, and the audience love all of you so much. I think so far so good at this edition. The vote volume is going so high. People are rooting for you. People are dropping a lot of vote count for you. Also, before I announce the winner, if you win an audience question, please DM the number on the WhatsApp on the WhatsApp on any of the platform you are on YouTube, on on Instagram, on Facebook. You can DM the WhatsApp number on the screen if you were announced as the winner. So today's winner for the show, today's winner for the show, today's winner for the show goes to today's winner for the show goes to Beams. She had
Wow.
105 votes. Then La Creme also had 48 votes. Totem had 45 votes.
Wow.
Totem had 45 votes. Like I said, um, you guys are the best, are the best, are the best. I will keep on saying it and I'll keep on saying it. You are the best, you are the best. But as we all know that in every competition there will always be a winner and there will always be a winner. So big congratulations to Beams. Big congratulations to Beams.
Oh, thank
Big
you.
congratulations to you.
Thank
So
you.
the winner for the show is Beams. Beams goes with 105 votes. La Creme goes with 48 votes. Then Totem 45 votes. Beams 105, La Creme 48, then Totem 45 votes. So our winner for today's show, today's Sabi Oga Challenge show, the event planning edition goes to Beams. Big
Thank
congratulations
you
to you. Big
so
congratulations to you.
much.
Big congratulations to
Thank
you.
you so much. I
And
didn't see this coming.
this is going to go to every one of us. For everything, we are all winners, like I said. For the next edition that is coming are for nail technicians. To all our audience, keep on following Sabi Oga on the notification, like our notifications. Ready to hear from us, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Beams, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm speechless. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And and a big thank you to my congratulations to my fellow contestants, my queens. Thank you. I'm speechless. Thank you. I don't know what to say. When I have the right words, I'm going to send a very long message to the Sabi Oga Challenge Instagram page and to other moderators on it. But now I'm trying to find my words. All I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I didn't see this. See this. Thank you.
You're welcome.